Morgan Mammila replaced you. You replaced Morgan. How is the dynamic in that squad at the moment when you walk back in?
That is incorrect. Actually, Dane Clayton replaced me, and then I replaced Morgan.
Anyway, you're back in now. How did the squad receive you?
No, obviously, reception was always good. I mean, like people would say, I'm part of the furniture there. I've been there for 5 years already. But it's a bit different players, so we've welcomed each other well. They understand how I work, I understand how they work, and we're getting to know each other's work in progress.
Kurt, some people say, coaches are crazy to take the Chippa job. You played for Chippa United, you coached previously, you're back again. Can you explain what goes in the mind of a coach when they decide to go back to take such a tricky job?
Well, it's not a tricky job. There's 16 PSL teams. I mean, every job that you're going to take is tricky. It doesn't matter what the club is. So for me, my job is obviously to reach the mandate, obviously, of the football club, and that's it. So I don't look at my employee, but I look at what I can deliver.
And this cup, how important is it vis-a-vis, survival, obviously, given it's a bit touch and go at the moment with the margins between the clubs on the table?
Yeah, obviously, we're here for Nedbank Cup, so we're focusing on Sekhukhune now. So I know the game is a while time away, but we're focusing on what we need to do in the cup, and obviously we'll switch it when it comes to the league as well, because this weekend we're playing Sekhukhune as well away from home, so it's a very important encounter for us. So we're looking forward to that.
Can you let us in on the conversation when you left and the conversation when the chairman brought you back again? I mean, how were they? What were they? How different were they?
Same conversation. I mean, it's his football club at the end of the day. He decides what he wants to do with it.
So what does he say when he brings you back, given obviously when he let you go the first time is because he's not happy with what you've done, but when he brings you back again, what is he expecting?
I wouldn't say he wasn't happy with what I've done, because I've achieved the mandate obviously to save the team from relegation last season, but he's like my father and I'm his son, so we have a good understanding.
Very tricky father, that man. Very tricky.
Yeah, families are very tricky.
I think for any team, survival is based on winning games. Winning games comes through scoring goals. You have one of the most lethal strikers in the league at the moment, God's Power, Igodaro. How vital is he to what it is that you want to achieve, this mandate that you speak about, and also ambitions in the cup?
Yeah, obviously, we've reached, to talk about the cup, we've reached the finals before, so the expectations will always be there. But talking about individual players is not going to help us. There's 10 other players that obviously needs to service him, and obviously, like I said, we need to come together as a group. We can't just rely on one. Godara has done well, no doubt about it. He's a fantastic player. But so is Roscoe Peterson, so is all the other guys that I can mention. So, like I said, it's going to have to be a group effort, like you said, obviously, to get out where we are at the moment.
How does a job like this one, at a club like this one, build your character as a coach?
How does like I said, there's 16 PSL teams, and with every job that you take, there's going to be pressure. We went through this stage last season, obviously fighting for our lives, and but this season is a bit different, with fantastic form and going forward, we can still get into the top 8. That's realistic, because the league is quite tight. So I wouldn't say we're looking behind us. We can look upwards as well and see what we can achieve from there.
Kirk, the last few weeks, what have you had to do that's different, given obviously the results were blowing hot and cold?
Yeah, just the results, just to turn around the results. But obviously, like I said earlier, the players understand my game model and how I believe we should move forward, and the chairman understands as well. So what we're building at Chippa United is something different. So we're looking forward to obviously getting the season behind us and even building a bit more.
Some coaches talk about getting points in blocks, but now when there's 8 games left, I guess it's exactly that, a fight for survival.
Yeah, no, definitely. I mean, as much as we're still participating in the cup, the league is also important. So, but for me, every single football match is important. We want to get maximum points or go through to the next round in every game. So I don't think we can look at any fixture and say, we're satisfied with a draw here. Me as a coach and the players know it also. I will set up my team to win, not to draw or even expect anything less. So we want to build that winning mentality, even though the result hasn't been forthcoming. But the players know how I work. They know what I'm about, and I'm a winning coach. I want to win things, or else I wouldn't be coaching at all.
And is the expectation to always play on the front foot? Because the chairman was quite critical of Dane before about setting up, being too defensive and saying that's not the cheaper way necessarily.
Yeah, you know, if you look at Chippa's game model over the years, it's always been a possession-based football club. Not to mention previous coaches, you know, Dan has done well when he was here. So it's more going down towards that direction as well. And I think that's probably one of the reasons the chairman brought me back, obviously to understand the philosophy and obviously the culture of the club. So like I said, if we can get past this season, we'll start building from next season as well.
Okay. Thanks, coach.